Psalm 77 for the music director, Jeduthun, a psalm of Asaph. Okay, so we have Jeduthun. What is Jeduthun here? And not that it's not a person, but maybe there's something in there. Jeduthun, praising. So maybe it is. Okay. Is it stuck? Oh, it finally finished. A Levite of the family of Merari and the chief of one of the three choirs of the temple, whose descendants also formed one of the perpetual temple choirs. He is named at the beginning of 3 psalms, either as the composer or the recipient of the psalm, but also likely to be the leader of the choir by which these psalms were being sung. So, if his name means praising, what a great name for a choir director. The choir director's name is praising. And praising is going to lead us into praise today, everybody. I find that. Yeah, a Levite of the family of Merari. Yes, etc. Yeah. Yeah, I was waiting for the music, the reading to stop playing so I could read that. So we have Jeduthun praising, for the music director, praising a psalm of Asaph. I will cry out to God and call for help. I will cry out to God and he will pay attention to me. Bet that's listen. The Vav construct is best taken here as a future here, although some translations render it as past. Okay. So they're going with the mood of things and explaining that. Okay. So I cry out to God and call for help. I cry out to God, and he listens. So I cry. What do I cry for? I cry. He listens. In my time of trouble, I sought the Lord. I kept my hand raised in prayer throughout the night. I refused to be comforted. So have you ever had this, like you are just so diligently going after it, people are trying to come alongside of you, console you, or do others, and you will not be consoled? Or you're just upset about something and people are trying to get you to calm down. It's probably one I've experienced more often. No, I will not calm down. I have the right to be as upset about it and I will be upset. You can't stop me from being upset. So here is I'm crying out to God. My emotions will not be quenched. I am going to continue to cry out. No, I am seeking him. It's all throughout the night. I am not going to stop. No, you cannot bring me comfort. I'm going to God and I will not be stopped. I said, I will remember God while I groan. I will think about him while my strength leaves me. Selah. So I'm just going to keep groaning. I've lost words, and I'm going to keep going before God as I groan. Even when I have no strength, I'm still doing this. You held my eyelids open. I was troubled and could not speak. I thought about the days of old, about ancient times. I have here on the eyelids open. You held fast the guard of my eyes. The guard of my eyes apparently refers to the eyelids. The psalmist seems to be saying that God would not bring him relief, which would have allowed him to shut his eyes and get some sleep. Yeah, my eyes would not shut because I was troubled and could not speak. I thought about the days of old, the ancient times. So I'm thinking about old times because today, you're not delivering me. I'm stuck in the middle of it, but I'm thinking and calling to mind ancient times. I said, during the night, I will remember the song I once sang. I will think very carefully. I tried to make sense of what was happening. So I'm singing the songs of old. I'm thinking about what's happening today. I can't make sense of what's happening. I asked, will the Lord reject me forever? Will he never again show me favor? Has his loyal love disappeared forever? Has his promise failed forever? Has God forgotten to be merciful? Has his anger stifled his compassion? Selah. So we have metaphorically the same kind of idea there, repeated parallels going on. Has he rejected me forever? Is he never going to show me favor again? Has the loyal love, his hesed love, disappeared forever? His loving kindness. Has his promise failed forever? So loving kindness, paralleled with the promises. Has God forgotten to be merciful? Has his anger stifled his compassion? So I know God is merciful. Did he just forget to do that? Or has his anger gotten in the way of his compassion? That's a great image. I think as a parent, there are times where your anger will get in the way of you showing compassion to your children. Your anger over the circumstance and the situation, and perhaps the number of times you've told them and they keep doing it repeatedly, and you're just filled with anger, and your mercy and compassion taking a back seat to it. Then I said, I am sickened by the thought that the Most High might be inactive. Like, I think about God not acting. That just makes me sick to my stomach. I get sick. No, God's going to act. I will remember the works of the Lord. Yes, I will remember the amazing things you did long ago. So when I think about God's not acting, I just remember what he's done. I will think about all you have done. I will reflect upon your deeds. Oh God, your deeds are extraordinary. What God can compare to our great God? So God, your deeds are so good. No one can compare to our God. We have the best God ever. You are the God who does amazing things. You have revealed your strength among the nations. You delivered your people by your strength, the children of Jacob and Joseph. Selah. So I think Jacob and Joseph here, the northern kingdom, the southern kingdom, possibly in view there. You delivered your people by your strength. The waters saw you, O God, the waters saw you and trembled. Yes, the depths of the sea shook with fear. The place of chaos is the one that we fear, but the place that we fear fears you. The clouds poured down rains, the skies thundered. Yes, your arrows flashed about. Your thunderous voice was here in the wind. The lightning bolts lit up the world. The earth trembled and shook. So the earth or the sea below, the chaos is worried about who you are, and you're demonstrating your power in the heavens above. You walked through the sea, you passed through the surging waters, but left no footprints. You led your people like a flock of sheep by the hand of Moses and Aaron. So here you walk through the sea. This is the parting of the sea. Moses and Aaron are leading the flock. You left no footprints. You were the one that went before them. The pillar of cloud, the pillar of smoke, the presence of God, the angel of God that goes before them, that is the very God before them. You parted the seas. They walked through. The earth was trembling and shaking. Like, what do we have? God is awesome. Like, just recounting old. So even though in the middle of life right now, it doesn't feel so good. I don't know what's going on. I'm crying out for help. I remember what you've done, and I'm just filled with awe and wonder.